Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Captain Eric here and Commodore Karen there. Anyways, we have left Trenton, spent the whole summer there, had a few projects that we both worked on, and it's kind of mixed feelings when you leave. You're leaving a lot of friends behind, and but on the flip side, new adventure coming on the horizon. So we're looking forward to heading south. It's starting to get cool up here, and hopefully all goes well. We've just gone through the Murray Canal. We're just coming out of the Murray Canal into Presqu'île Bay, and from Presqu'île Bay today, because of the shorter operating hours in the summer, we made this jump all in one day. Now we got wintertime hours, so we're going to do this in two jumps. We're going to head out into Lake Ontario today. The winds are forecast to be out of the northeast, so that's good. There's a couple of small bays, one that we're going to called Athol Bay, or Atoll Bay. I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyways, that is where we will be going to anchor. Should be there in probably another hour or two, and we're just going to anchor there and leave from there nice and early tomorrow, so we can get into Oswego, and from Oswego we start our way through the canal system. So that's the plan, and hopefully it all works out, but that's what we're looking at doing. Anyways, hopefully these mics work. I just had just repaired mine.
Mine works.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of swans up here.
Yeah, there, check it out. I'll hand the camera over to Karen, and she's gonna give us a little bit of filming of these swans that you'll see out here. There you go, honey. You turn the So Presqu'île Bay is kind of full of weeds, and it's pretty shallow too, but we're just going to stay on track and get through here. We've been watching these swans kind of stick around all summer. They nest here, and they're kind of impressive. I'm not going to say kind of. They are impressive birds. There is a family of swans down at the marina where we're staying, and you might see in here. I see a gray one there. Those are the young ones. Those are the ones that were just hatched this year. So yeah, down at the marina, we've seen them where they've got 3 young ones there that have hatched. And there's one I can see is close to shore, and this is kind of neat. What they do is they open up their wings, and they use their wings almost as sails sometimes, which is kind of cool, because you just watch them using the wind, and they just sail along with the wind, opening up their wings a little bit while they're in the water. It's kind of funny. Pretty smart, actually. And when you hear them flying overhead, they make quite a racket when they fly. I mean, not noisy, but you just hear them flapping their wings, and they're just hear the drone of the wings and everything, and they are an impressive bird, that's for sure. They're not tiny. But yeah, so wild swans here in Presqu'île Bay, and it looks like we're going to have a beautiful day out on Lake Ontario. So the journey has begun. All right, from the Wheelhouse, out.
But she's not here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Wheelhouse, and Captain Eric here. Well, we're out on Lake Ontario. We've been out on Lake Ontario for a little bit. I've done an engine room check. Things are looking pretty good. I replaced a temperature gauge earlier this year when we arrived here over the summer. Tested it at lower temperatures and everything seemed to be working okay. However, it's not exactly reading the right temperature when I go down into the engine room and check the engine with a thermometer, an infrared thermometer. I get one reading, which is probably about 18 degrees off. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to figure that out soon. Anyways, we'll see. Maybe we got a stuck thermostat, but I don't think that's the case because the temperature reading that I'm getting at the actual measuring head for the gauge is reading correctly. Both engines are running at the exact same temperatures, so. But that's what you do engine room checks for, and I generally do those about once an hour. And besides that, everything's running pretty good. We do have some wind here on Lake Ontario, a little bit higher than what they were predicting. Surprise, surprise. Winds are running right now at about 13 knots, and coming out of the direction that they were predicting, so out of the east. We're going to go into an anchorage that's going to give us some pretty good coverage from that. We should be well sheltered from those winds. Anywho, besides that, Lake Ontario it's got a little bit of a chop to it. Maybe 1 foot waves here. It's not bad at all. It's actually quite comfortable. Stabilizers are working great. Everything else is working good. Tropical Horizons is behaving. My electronics are not behaving. Having problems with one of the navigational computers. It decided to, first thing it did was ignore the GPS that was attached to it. So I had to reboot. And then it started reading the GPS, and then I noticed just not very long before I started recording this video that I got a warning about a low battery on the computer, and it basically just died on me. So anyways, I double checked all where the power supply is plugged in. I double checked the power coming out of the power supply. Everything seems to be okay now. Oh, I think a Hercules just flew over top of us. Big C-130. Anyways, everything seemed to be okay, and then I started getting the charging lights coming back onto the battery, and everything's back to working now, so go figure. All right, I'll see if I can get the C-130 in front of us. Yeah, maybe not that way. Anyways, he just flew right over top of us. It was kind of fun. So here we are, Lake Ontario, and it's not a bad day at all, actually. It's sunny. The wind is cool, I'll give it that. But besides that, not a bad day. Commodore Karen right there, having some snacks. And there's Tank sleeping. So here we go. You can see the solar panels that I installed. They're charging up the batteries just fine, but they seem to be interfering with one of my radios, and so I got to figure that out. I got to sort that out. Anyways, that's about it for now. I'll talk to you in a bit. From the Wheelhouse out. See Sandbanks Provincial Park, and those are home to some of the biggest sand dunes, freshwater sand dunes in the world. It's right here at Sandbanks Provincial Park, and that's not too far from where we are going to be anchoring ourselves. Anyway, the seas are starting to calm down a little bit, so we're making our way towards Atoll Bay, which is dead ahead of us. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wheelhouse. Captain Eric here, and we have arrived. This concludes our first day. We've arrived in this nice little bay. It's very well protected from the winds. Well, I should say the winds from the east, southeast, and northeast. Anything with an easterly component in it or a northerly component in it, it's well protected. If you've got anything that's coming from the west, not so good, because it's open right to the west. But besides that, it's nice, calm, good bottom, good anchoring, and it's just a pretty little place up here in Canada, Lake Ontario. So here, I'll take you outside and give you a look around. All right, here you go. The wind's blowing a bit, so I'll turn the camera around and let you see where we are. So that's going towards Toronto, and this is Prince Edward County, which is wine country here in Ontario. Anchor set. Got the decks all cleared up for tomorrow. And there's Tropical Horizons. Alright folks, there you have it. There we go. There you have it. So we're here. We're going to stay here tonight, and then tomorrow morning we leave and cross into the US and arrive at Oswego, where we'll prep ourselves up to start the Erie Canal. So day one of our trek south has begun. Well, it's come to an end. All right, from the Wheelhouse out.